everybody knows that our country is welcoming for international events and having international delegates in our destination. Since we are talking basically during the ICA Congress about how tomorrow starts today, without further ado, of course, I would like you all to join me in welcoming Julius Solaris to the stage. So he will be talking about the future that we will be seeing, and we are all very much looking forward to listening to.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Julius.
Thank you.
Good luck.
All right. Where do I look? How are you people? You can sit in the 4 quadrants as well. You don't have to stand. I'm going to be broadcasted everywhere here. So if you feel tired after a while, I'm being told you can sit there. And I'll try to look at all of you in the eyes and not to spin around as much as possible. How are we? Are we enjoying the ICA Congress? Yes? Oh, yeah. Yay! Let's go! All right, let's do this, okay? So for those of you that know me, pick up your phone. Are you ready with your phone? Pick up your phone. Those that know me, I'm going to give you the slides and 9 frameworks you can bring back to the office and stuff that I'm going to reference from my presentation. If you're not sure, you're like, who's this Julius person here? I have another one by the end of the presentation. So if I manage to convince you by then, you can grab it again. Are we good? Did you grab it? Ready to go? Okay. I'm going to introduce myself. It's been a crazy year. We got 9 million views on my content on LinkedIn. I work with a CEO of Fortune 500 companies, all incredible. I was just inducted in a CEO of Congress. Cares. Let's move on. Clients. This is my clients. I want to show you how I work with my trends. This is how I work with them. I have a crystal ball. It's a real crystal ball where I'm going to actually look into the future for you people. Okay. So let's start with some trends today. I want to see you nodding. This is one of the biggest problems, right? Cost is still a problem. We're seeing that quite a lot. And we did some research. I'm going to give you some data as well that you can bring back to the office. This is some of the research. Where is cost going? What is happening with us? And are you ready to see my painful face? It's coming. Are you ready for it? It's coming. Look at that. It's coming right there. Venue is still one of the biggest costs. And obviously, as destinations, we want you to work with us, event professionals, to cost-effectively manage destinations. This is research from Northstar. You see the costs, IFMB, accommodation rates, still a big problem. The decision to attend events, it's a problematic one if you think about it, right? Because it's not just the cost of the ticket that we pay to attend, it's the cost of travel, it's the cost that we have with food, with accommodation. And so what do we want? We want your help, people. We're representing here all the destinations around the world. We need your help to make costs more affordable to attend events. This is one of the most important messages. We need you to work with us. I'm sending my clients to you all the time to work with you. And I'm excited about 2025. This is research about 24. Hey, by the way, I have 90 slides in 30 minutes. We're going to go so fast. It's going to be so crazy. Stay with me, okay? We were excited about 2024. Just research last week from AMEX research said that 75% of the employers are excited about 25. I interviewed Reggie Agarwal, CEO of Cvent. He told me that he's excited about 2025. His data is telling him that things are looking good. Let's cross our fingers and let's hope that things keep going good, okay? Also, one of the biggest trends we've seen in the past 3 years after the pandemic, CMOs, Chief Marketing Officers, they got their degree in virtual events during the pandemic. Now they want their PhD in in-person events. How am I doing looking at all of you? I'm trying not to spin around too much. Okay. Why do they love events though? Because events work. Look at this. These are the problems that CMOs are having right now. Sales are not happening as much. Deals are not being closed. And so events are a direct solution for that. Look at this stat, incredible. 13% of companies investing 100 million more in marketing, they spend in events as #1 channel. Events is the #1 or #2 channel for companies across the world constantly. So very excited about the future of events. This is one of the frameworks you're going to get. Also, I'm super excited. Look at this. We have 13 people, I counted them, 13 people taking content from this session. This is one of the biggest opportunities we have as an industry. of extending and expanding our business model. The content we generate at events is our lifeline, is what is going to expand events going forward. Look at this. This is research that Bold Push, my company, did this year. 75% of our professional repurpose event content. It's one of the biggest opportunities. But when we do content at events, we have to do it differently. I love this quote from Kendall Singer Freeman that says, if you can do it on Zoom, don't do it in a room. This is the type of content that we need at events. It needs to be co-created together. And so I'm looking at stuff like podcasting stations. I love those. I'm seeing these at all events I go to. Recording that content, making that content work for you. But also think about bringing these sessions to the stage as well. Recommend it to your client. These are some of the sessions I want you to think about. How are we doing? You ready to come with me? One of the biggest trends I've seen in the past 17 years doing this, YOLO. Do you see that? You only live once. Everything is last minute. Everything is going so fast. Can you relate to this? Do you see this? I was speaking to a client and they said, an event that used to take 12 months now takes 6 months. Crazy, right? Things are going so fast. And so how do we battle this? Look at this research from Northstar. Incredible. 1 to 3 months, 4 to 6 months. What are we talking about here? This is change. This is one of the biggest changes coming to our industry ever, probably. As a destination, as a convention center, you have to be ready to cater for this short-term turnaround. Also, if you're selling events, the playbook has changed forever. Things like early birds are simply not working anymore. You have to be able to entice people to come to the event, and it's not just money that makes them come. It's not money that makes them come back. Look at this research. Are you ready for my painful face? It's coming again. You ready? Look at that. Oh my God. 13% registered the week of the event. Can you believe it? We've seen some events with 1,000 people showing up the day before the event, unannounced. What do you do? What do you do? Well, you battle that. Wow. Well, this is one of the frameworks you're going to find that is going to help you to battle some of that. Also, a lot of you here people work with venues. Venues has changed forever. As you can tell by my accent, I come from the beautiful Las Vegas in Nevada. I'm not sure why everybody laughs whenever I say that. But, you know, we live in a post-sphere world. The sphere in Las Vegas changed venues forever. We're seeing events at the sphere that are not promoting the speakers, they're not promoting the sessions. They're just saying, we're at the spheres. And everybody wants to go because it's an experience. The venue becomes an experience. I'm very excited about that. And so you see companies like Zoom doing venues. You see companies like Netflix launching 2 venues in the US. So all of a sudden, venues are changing forever. Very excited about that. And also keep in mind, Wi-Fi is like water. We want Wi-Fi to work. We want Wi-Fi to be affordable. We want you people to give us that opportunity to use as much technology as possible at your venue. We're selecting venues based on that. Think about it. If we need to create that content, we need the technology infrastructure to work. Very important. I'm going to let you sink this in. Do you see this? Do you see this? What is happening here? Why is the playbook changing so much? What is happening all around us? Well, after the pandemic, we thought that Generation X and the boomers were going to be our attendees. It's not happening. It's millennials, it's Generation Z. And the rules are different. All of a sudden, different rules. Starting from this. I mean, look at me. 93 slides to keep your attention high, otherwise you're on your phone. I'm struggling here, it's a battle, right? We have to make it happen. And so these shorter attention spans this is another of the frameworks you're gonna find there, but like why? Why is that so important? Because events are complex. Look at this, you walk into here, you don't know where to go, you don't know what to meet. You work in an exhibition like IBTM or IMEX, at 15,000 people, where do I start? We onboarded so many new people in the past 3 years in the industry that don't have a clue about large events and how they work. And so stuff like this, the wayfinding, that wayfinding there that tells me where to go is something that I love. Also, one of the biggest changes that came to events, it's FOMO. FOMO is one of my favorite ones, fear of missing out for all of you, right? We use it for marketing all the time. I love that. But you don't want to have FOMO during an event. You want to make sure everybody experiences as much as possible of your event. And also, they experience it in a different way. Look at this generation. This is an event in C2 in Montreal where we were having a session just right outside of the venue. Using the whole venue is becoming so important. Going outside, but also think about events and how we're transitioning, right? This is probably one of the biggest, most important trends for you destination listening to this. You have to help us become, from an event, we want to become an experience brand. Look at this. This is examples that I'm going to show you in a second of small events that became bigger and bigger and bigger, and how they transitioned from a small event to an experience brand. Like what happens? Look at this. South by Southwest from Austin, they're all of a sudden doing it in London and Sydney. IBTM is a great example of that, announcing Asia very soon, right? Or actually happening very soon. But why? Why events all of a sudden are so important? Why everybody wants to go to events? Look at this. This is the Google searches for meeting new people. This is the all-time high. The desire for connection is so strong. It's nothing that we've never seen before. Technology has let us down. Technology is not connecting us anymore. We're so connected online, yet we feel so alone. This is one of the most powerful reasons why we attend events today. And look at this. We need small events. This is one of the biggest trends, and this event here at ICA is doing it so well with these areas right there, where you can find your people, you can belong to a certain group. Micro events, look at this. This is C2 Montreal, where we had like a session of an hour and a half, all the speakers talking about one topic, very fast, very cool. Immediately get all the topic that I need, all the content that I need, meeting all the people interested in specific content very fast. Micro events. Keep that in mind. Okay, destinations, I'm talking to you right now. I love fan trips and all of that. We need to be doing more though. We need to be doing more. I want you to step it up. I want you to get into 2025 like very aggressively with these things. I want you to work with custom experiences, content, and influencers. I'll show you in a second. This is an avocado making station that we did in California. We did Duffy boats around the destination during smaller events. We want you to help us experience more as a group and connect with each other. Also, look at influencers doing their stuff. Influencers are coming to B2B. You see myself, there's Irina there. There's other people doing work around the world to showcase the destinations to the global online community. A video of these people, 50 to 100,000 views. That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. That's as worth as like 5, 6, 7 IMAXs or IBTMs. Keep that in mind, right? Also, we need to go outside of the venue. We need to find new opportunities. You need to help us to discover the destination better so that we can plan sessions to connect people. Look at this. This is the Sands Resort. The Sands, casino in Las Vegas, the Venetian, right? And they're actually helping during CES, Lenovo, to book a full restaurant and use it as a venue for their customers. Great way to connect. Oh my God, I'm going so fast. We're almost like halfway. You ready? How are we doing? Good? Good? You're still with me? One of the biggest opportunities for you destinations, look at all that office space unused. I want destinations to turn commercial, unused office space into venues for events. Because whenever events come to downtowns live again. And this is a problem that we're having right now. So this is my message for you. Also, let's talk about the millennials and Gen Z. 50% of them think that alcohol is bad for them, okay? And when I go to business events, I don't want to drink. Well, in the US, I can tell you a lot of people do. I want to actually enjoy the event, I want to do business, I'm not there to party. But if you're serving me a Coke is not a drink for adults, it's for my 13-year-old. It's not for me. So I want you to step it up. I want you to offer me mocktails. I want you to offer me solutions made for adults that don't want to get smashed and crashed during an event, but actually want to enjoy it. Also, this is trend seasons. This is when most of the trends report come out for the events industry. Whenever you see sustainability marketed as a trend, stay away from that trend report. Because sustainability is not a trend. Sustainability is something structural that needs to happen to our industry today. Because I don't want to be bearer of bad news, but sustainability is like as bad as COVID if we don't take it seriously. So let's take it seriously, spend the time in the sustainability and environmental impact, and try to learn as much as possible. This is not for a trends presentation, okay? Let's move on. Also, events are Business events have to be about business. We're seeing that events are constantly the #1 channel to do business. And so let me ask you why. Anybody? Any taker here that want to tell me why? Anybody that is brave enough to shout in front of 1,500 people why business events are so important right now? Why we do business events? Anybody? Matchmaking, I love that. Anybody else? Come on, don't be shy. You've been, what's that? Trust. You said it, Enrico, of course. Enrico knows it very well. Yes, show it to me as well. What's that? Was it? Oh, ideas. Of course they are. More business events. I love that. But listen to this. Why they're so important. Enrico said something very smart. Oh my God. Is there more? What's that? Fellowship. I love that, to evolve. But like, what is happening all around us? Think about what is happening all around us right now. AI is all around us. Social networks are all around us. So let my beautiful face tell you why events are so important. This is why they're important. You can fake this. I'm slipping up, I'm going fast, I'm sweating, you're seeing it live. This is not a deep fake created online. We're doing this right now, right here. Do you understand the power of that? Do you understand that this is like the most precious currency that you have right now in the world? Sam Altman, the founder of ChatGPT, he was interviewed in a podcast. And they asked him, what is the business? What is the type of job that is going to be protected by AI? And he said, I don't know, maybe some form of in-person experience, very high-end. I don't know what to call it. This is what he said. Well, Sam, it's called events. That's what we call it. And this is going to be the most important era for the events industry. Why? Because we're in a loneliness epidemic. Look at this. This is the pyramid of connection. We connect online, but we don't. Online feel massively connected. Yes, we create layers of context. We get to know each other. Oh, this is Julius from LinkedIn. Traveling to a million different rooms. Remember about not creating FOMO for your attendees. I go through feedback forms, hundreds of those for my clients. And exhibitors are always complaining that you're sending people somewhere else. Keep them in the room as much as possible. Create spaces that are functional and diverse. So, hosted by our meetings, this is doing business. This is an event that we did in Milan. And we were split in two groups and we were having fun and answering questions. This is business. This is another event. This is people at a booth dancing at 3 p.m. At 3 p.m. they're dancing on a booth. Can you believe it? This is a business. Today that means business. It's not only about handshaking and trading business cards. Also, you're not event professionals anymore. You're not event planners anymore. I have some news for you. Is any event planner here in the room? Event planners? Raise your hand, don't be shy. A few of you, you're not an event planner anymore, you're a moment planner. That's what I love to say. I like to say that we're planning moments today. And breaking down events into moments is essentially where experiences are going forward. This is one of the maps that you'll find where I broke down all the different moments, some of them, that you can think for an event. How you surprise and delight people during these events, that's the challenge for you. And you can apply that for connection as well, right? Can you believe all the connection touch points that we have? Can you help us as a destination or a venue to make these connections special? Because this is where we need your help. You need to work with us. Listen, this is something that I did for a destination with a client last week. They told me, oh, we're working with this destination in the US. And we're planning all these things by ourselves. I said, switch to this other destination because everything is done for you. It's already planned. There's already a template. You don't need to move to anything else. Also, think that the event starts before the event starts. This event started for you when you went on a website and decided to attend. This event started for you when you traveled here as well, right? And so the welcome does matter a lot. If we're talking about technology, things like chatbots, any introverts in the room here? Introverts? It's a trick question. They never raise their hands, of course, because they're introverts. But like, I would prefer, I am an introvert, as you can tell here by me being on stage. I would prefer to speak to a chatbot all of my life instead of speaking to a human. Always, always, this is how we work. This is how we work. And so chatbots and AI is going to be so important to give us all the information that matters before we reach an event. So very important to have that. Also, I love the reception at the airport. Every single destination here in the room, you need to implement badge pickup at airports for large events. We need to see it all across the world, because I don't have time to waste in line. Waiting in line to get a badge belongs to the 1990s, right? Are we clear with that? We need your help to do that. Also, before entering the show, we want activations like these. We want to use the full spectrum of the show floor, not just the room. We want to use the outside. This is actually IBTM when I walked in and I found Visit Poland actually doing the amazing activation with the DJ for the hosted buyer. And you know, when you're walking into IBTM and your feet already hurt because you know you're going to do 100 meetings or so, you enter the show, it's a completely different flavor because there's music. And you're like, okay, maybe I'm going to do this. Maybe I'm going to survive all of this. Also, look at this. This is Connect. They did the regception. Very cool. All of a sudden, I go to pick up my badge and there's a DJ, there's food. Yeah, we want to change that welcome. We want to make it more special. And this is like powered by a destination, by the way. So we want you to involve the local businesses to create these experiences for us. But also, it's not about the welcome, it's also about the goodbye. Look at this. This is a lady at the TSA pre-check before boarding into a plane. She was saying bye. I wanted to hug the lady. Look at her. She's so incredible. I wanted to hug her and say, no, I don't want to leave San Diego. I want to stay here for as long as possible. Okay, we're 20 minutes in. I got 10 more slides. Are you ready for that? Should we do it? Okay. That's what I want to do. So you know what? You work when you're at home or at the office. When you go to events, you want to play. You want to have some fun. This is the things that I'm seeing all around the world when I attend events. I attended dozens of events last year. I want to play with a piano, I want to do that. I want to talk to robots that talk back to me in AI, that sort of stuff. You have to create activations that get us going. Games, play, because that's a way to do business as well. Business doesn't have to be boring. Business has to be fun. And so, technology plays a role into that. Okay, I'm going to show you a graph that I love to death, that people don't like, but I'm still going to show it to you, because this is like the graph that you're going to see. I've been doing analysis for event technology for the past 17 years. I've never seen the adoption that we've seen in the past 2 years for AI. The way event professionals are using AI is just gobsmacking. It's just crazy how much we're using it. What are we using it for? Data, marketing, all of that. But mark my words, event technology is going to change forever. What you'll see in the next 18 to 24 months is just incredible. And we still spend a lot of money. Look at that. We spend a lot of money for registration. We spend a lot of money for virtual software and all that. But it's a mess. This is a map of all the technology systems in the events industry. Just too much. Too much. And so this map, in the next year and a half, 2 years, is going to change forever. It's going to change forever. We're going to see a lot of disruption. So I took a plane yesterday, well actually 2 days ago, from Las Vegas to be here. I traveled for 22 hours, okay, to be here. This is 4 a.m. in the morning for me right now. Okay, I landed here last night, right? So if I show up here and you show me a screen with a Zoom speaker, I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be very mad. Because I travel all the way to be here not to watch a Zoom call. Which, you know, from time to time, I accept it. Some speakers cannot simply be there. What am I doing looking at all of you? I'm trying to do my best, oh my God. But yeah, I mean, I want to see something like this. You know, bring a hologram, right? This is what Marit's did at IMAX, right? With a live speaker, full figure, speaking there, or a hologram. These are accessible. We need your convention centers to give them to us. Because like sometimes speakers are not going to be able to be there, right? So why events are important as well? Because, you know, conferences are the new office, right? For a lot of companies, there's no offices anymore. Or you go to the office twice a week, and that's that. So how do you connect? I mean, look at these people having fun right there. They don't care about Julia speaking. They're just having fun. They're just connecting with each other. That's totally fine. That's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. And so bringing teams to events is probably one of the biggest opportunities that you have today. It's not about convince your boss, it's about convincing your boss to bring the team there. I interviewed Nick Mehta, the CEO of Gainsight. This is a $300 million revenue company in technology. He runs an event for their customers. Their customers are bringing 60 to 70 people from the office to their conference because it's content, it's entertainment, and it works for everybody to create the morale. We want more of that. Okay, final message for you. You ready for this? 70% of our industry has refreshed in the past 4 years. There's people in this room that don't have a clue about what I'm talking about. Zero. CVB, DMO, they don't know. They don't know anything about that. And so your job is to onboard them, is to make them discover the incredible, amazing work that we do every day to connect people, because this is the job that we have. The job that we have is to connect people. But also, let me say this, because this is a very important audience. You're an audience that have influence, that can actually change the way we do events. We need a better PR agency as an industry. We need to do a better job at promoting events industry. Because the events industry is not just about having parties and having nice food and having amazing meeting burgers. Events industry changes life. And remember, this is the job that you have. Thank you so much for being with me today. These are the slides that you need.
Julius, stay there.
I'll stay here. And we're having another session tomorrow at 2 p.m. If you want any questions,
hold on.
We're going to be there.
You're stealing my
Oh,
lunch.
sorry. You already stole the introduction.
You're stealing my lunch. I was going to say a few things about Julius. Yes, you have a session tomorrow at 2:15 as a breakout session. You're also going to be walking around with a camera and interviewing people. So if you meet Julius with a microphone, what are you going to be asking?
We're recording the whole video for the show. We're showcasing all the things that's happening at ICA. From time to time, we'll make some questions. I don't want to spoil it.
Okay, fantastic. Finally, I'm just going to ask for some silence, because about 10 days ago in Las Vegas at IMEX America, Julius was inducted into the EIC Hall of Leaders, which is a huge, huge achievement. Congratulations, mate.
Thank you so much.
You are one of a kind in the industry. Everyone turns to you. We appreciate you coming here to Abu Dhabi to
That's
speak.
enough for the Julius. But I
All right.
appreciate you. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you. Okay, we are ready to move again. Associations. If you're an association attendee, your off-site event is starting around now. The buses off-site will be out to the left-hand side next to the registration area. For members, it's now time for the General Assembly. So if we go back into the plenary room, General Assembly will start, I was just thinking about 10 minutes. So let's grab a coffee, grab a water, back into the plenary room. If you're members, obviously, General Assembly, 10 minutes time. Julius, thank you very much. See you shortly. Thank you.